Welcome, this is my 30th video and I'm going to do my third video on bivalves. And we're going to begin with looking at Pholadidae and Hiatellidae. So Pholadidae, some of the more well-known species are known as the angel wings, particularly when we look at Cultellidae costata. Very well-known shell. There's a beautiful one from Venezuela. Certainly my best specimen. Absolutely perfect in its sculpture. And that is just over 15 centimeters. A truly beautiful shell. There's some more there. The largest one I have is just on 16 centimeters. That's the one on the left. And a number of other species. There's one there from Colombia and the rest are from Florida. A couple there from Florida and a couple of smaller ones there from Florida. Another shell from the Americas is Pholadidae campechianus, and there's my largest one there from Brazil, and that one is 14 centimeters. There's a number spread throughout. There's another one over here from the US. And the one next to it is the third largest one that I'm aware of, Orientalis. You get that from certainly Australia and the Philippines, which is where most of my species are from. So a local shell as well. And my largest one I have of that is 13 centimeters. So a number of different species there that are local, and then a little one here. That little one there is Truncatus from Mauritania, from Africa. That small one there. So beautiful shells there, and also some other ones here. Barnea, an absolutely magnificent genus, and there's quite a few species of Barnea, but look at that, absolutely magnificent. That one's from Thailand, Dilator, and that's just on 10 centimeters. And then there's a smaller species here. This is from Spain, Parva, and it's about 9.5 centimeters. And quite a few Pholadidae down there. I'm just looking at those quickly because there's lots of species I want to get through. Now, the next family I wanted to look at was the Hiatellidae. Some very large ones here. The Panopias. Largest one there is close to 20 centimeters. And very interesting shell. It tends to be from deep water, and the animal is very large. So amongst those large specimens, I have 3 species from New Zealand, one from Spain, one from Argentina, one from California. And I have some smaller species from Australia, Russia, and New Brunswick. And that beautiful one there called Japonica, but it's actually from California. So beautiful shells there. In the next couple of drawers, I wanted to look at Solenidae and Cultellidae, Solecurtidae, and some Hiatellidae. Excuse my pronunciations. All right, so this group here, known commonly as the razor or jackknife shells, or when I was a child, they used to be referred to as Chinaman fingernail shells. But I think that's probably politically incorrect nowadays. But lots of beautiful species there. Certainly a favourite of mine. I always delight in collecting shells from this family. And the largest ones we have here is certainly Solecurtidae from the UK. I've got some specimens there from Wales. And in fact, my largest one, which is there, is just over 20 centimetres. Some other very large species here. So I'm just looking at the label. Matcha from Peru. So yes, there's a number of species that grow to about 20 centimetres, but just such a wide range. Oh, and another one that grows very large, but I don't have a very large specimen, so it was Directus. That one's from New York. That also grows to 20 centimetres or so. So some beautiful ones, lots of local ones there, and there, and there, and also there. So about 4 common species in my area. Beautiful shells there. And there's many different species found right throughout the world. And certainly some related genus. We have Cultellidae, Thorella. So some lovely specimens there. And also here, some beautiful, very large ones there. That's a magnificent shell from Thailand. And we'll just have a look at the name there. Radiator, which of course describes the shell perfectly, looking like rays radiating from the center of the shell. That very large species there, which is from India. Another large species here. This one is from Alaska. And then we move our way into what's known as the sunset shells. And we can see where they get their names from with many of those shells there. They're all from New Zealand, well, just about all from New Zealand. I think there's one exception, that one there, which is from, my apologies, South Africa. But the rest around it are from New Zealand. And then most of this group up here are from Australia. In fact, many local shells, the beautiful pinks and purples, all within that family there. And then here's one that's starting to look very much like a talon. And this one, and no guess as to what the name is. Tellinids from Panama. And then talking about looking like talons, many of the ones in here are starting to do just that as well. So, some lovely shells there. This one up here, Philippines, Indo-Pacific. There's a nice local one. And there's a very similar species, looking shell to that comes from Europe. In fact, I'll jump to the other drawer where that one is. There it is there. All right, some very interesting group of shells. I hope you liked that quick look at those families.